Hi, this is Justin Michelson with Nature's Heart, the Center for Natural Mindfulness and Eugene Insight Meditation. Here with another short guided meditation on the topic of self-compassion. Stress is a natural part of life. All of us experience it at different times, in different ways, especially right now perhaps, when we're not as connected to friends and family, when there's a collective stress in the world. It's all the more important to deepen our capacity to care for our own hearts. By doing so, we can care better for others, understand others better. So what is compassion? Compassion is the natural human heart's response to stress or suffering. When our hearts are naturally open, connected, engaged, they begin to quiver or resonate, naturally want to care for stress and suffering that they see. However, for many of us, for good reasons, we've created layers of protection that prevent us, sometimes at least, from feeling intimate with our own pain or with the pain of others. So by practicing quite intentionally with ourselves, we can begin to reclaim this natural capacity of our hearts to care. And in that space of caring, there's really so much opportunity for healing. So if you'll join me in a meditation, you can take a posture that will support you, upright, but also relaxed. And close your eyes if that feels comfortable. And I'll guide us through a few different invitations, including phrases that we'll say to ourselves, so you can just follow along. First, just allowing our breath to move freely through the body. And with each out-breath, just consciously releasing whatever it is you were doing before this, whatever that was on your mind or heart before this. And as we come into a place of stillness in our body, I'll invite a simple movement. As you're ready, in a gentle way, just to move one of your hands to the center of your chest, placing it there. As a gesture of compassion. Keeping our attention right there with the hand on the skin or clothes. Feeling the rise and fall of the breath. And just noticing what this is like. The emotional tone or energy that might arise from this simple action. Now I'll invite you to imagine that you're actually breathing through that place. Breathing through the center of your chest and breathing out through the center of your chest. And then I'll invite you to add a slight smile to the corners of your mouth. Just enough so you notice it. And this is a knowing smile. A smile of wisdom, a grandmother's smile. Just staying there now, the hand on the chest, breathing through the heart, slight smile. Seeing what this is like now. And now I'll invite us to call forth into our heart an image of ourselves. Now, this could be an image of our present moment self, or it could be an image of ourselves when we were younger. Some version of ourselves that's easier to care for. And just intuitively letting that come to you. And doing your best to hold that in your heart and mind. And I'll guide us through a number of phrases of reflection and well-wishing, and that bring more compassion towards our experience. So directing these phrases towards a part of ourselves, we might say, this is a moment of stress. Just acknowledging it. This is a moment of stress right now. And reflecting, stress is a natural part of life, and it's okay to be here. Stress is a natural part of life, or challenge, a natural part of life. It's okay to be here right now. And then reflecting, I care about this stress. I care about this stress right now. May I be connected to it with tenderness and gratitude. May I connect to it with tenderness and gratitude. This is a moment of stress. Stress is a natural part of life. It's okay to be here. I care about this experience of stress within me right now. May I tend to it with tenderness and gratitude. And still just breathing through the heart center. Resonating in this sense of caring that we've cultivated. And breathing that ever more deeply into the cells of the body. And so that you know that even amidst challenge, you are safe and you are whole. Finding a way to close with yourself in the last minute of this meditation, perhaps in gratitude, and for being willing to take this time to be intimate with oneself, to cultivate this natural human capacity for compassion and care. So just reflecting for a moment on the simple yet profound invitations that we can offer to ourselves at any time throughout the day. And the first, just a touch. Could be on the center of the chest, but anywhere on the body. Holding oneself in a gentle and tender way. And the second, a slight smile. Even if it doesn't feel authentic at first, just letting that expression of the body begin to permeate your experience. Through both, being with the breath, which grounds us or anchors us in the present moment, but also continues the process of expansion and connection in our experience. And then finding our own resonant way of being kind to ourselves. And the phrases that I used are really 4 moments of challenge or stress where we can take a break and we can sit and say, oh, this is a moment of stress. It's okay that it's here. It's natural. I care for it. May I be connected to it with tenderness and gratitude. Really emphasizing that intimacy of connection with the experience that really seems to me the most effective way to soften into it, and to provide the foundation for the healing and integration, the relaxation that we need to keep showing up for ourselves and others, keep showing up for the next moments of our lives. So this practice can be done just in 5 to 10 minutes at any time during the day that we might feel some challenge. And this cultivation of compassion in ourselves begins to create a very resilient heart where we know we can care for ourselves. And in that resiliency, we're more capable of showing up for others or the collective at this time, challenging time in the world. So thank you for joining me.